If you love entertainment, current events, and Hollywood, don't miss Creator to Creators, hosted by the filmmaker Mio Shabin, known for the Shudder hit documentary Horror Noir and the acclaimed film Anatomy of an Anti-Hero, Redemption. This show features interviews with filmmakers and creatives from around the globe. Join the fun with guest celebrities and gain valuable insights. Subscribe now and follow Creator to Creators.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Creators to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hello, hi. It's Elie, also known as Eli. How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming on the show. I love going back to the beginning. I always say the beginning charts our trajectory in life. Our little habits that we pick up along the way, tend to follow us into our adulthood. So tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was that like? And when did the love for music, begin?
My childhood was cool actually. Although we had the civil war back in Lebanon in the years when I was like 5 and 4, and when I was born too. But everything faded out in the 90s, in the early 90s, and I got my inspiration to become a musician after knowing the Beatles,
Oh, nice.
which I was introduced to. Yeah, which I was introduced to by a math teacher that used to give me private lessons. And he had a brother who was a big Beatle fan. So he told me once while I was studying, and so a cassette on the table, he told me, do you like this band? I told him, I don't know about this band, just I bought this tape recently because I heard that my dad used to like them, but I still didn't listen to them. So he told me, you have to listen to them and you might really like them. And that was it. At first week, I tried listening to them. It was a little bit weird. The reverb, the 50s and the 60s sound that was on the Red album was a little bit old-fashioned for me. But after a couple of listens, I fell in love with the Beatles. And that was it. I was inspired to buy a guitar, and that's where I started my musical career back in 1996. I was
Wow.
14 years old.
14. Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a great person to be inspired by, the Beatles. I mean, those guys, I mean, they're just it's their story. It's amazing. Um,
Yeah.
how did
I
how
mean,
yeah. Yeah.
all these fans that were Beatles fans back in the 60s were young too. So it's not like something so difficult to fall in love with the Beatles. Very interesting band.
Yeah, it is. What did you think? What was it that I guess kind of, made you like fall in love with Beatles? Like the fact, what was it like? What do you think the Beatles, because I think people, I think there's always, we love certain artists because they just exude something, or we feel something from their music or just something that kind of speaks to us. Like you hear like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. It's like there'll never be another Michael Jackson, right? Or there'll never be another Elvis. Like I feel like some of these artists, they just have that thing. Like, what do you think that thing is that kind of connects with people?
What connected me with them was, I think, the coolness. I mean, they were so cool. They were loved by everybody. Their music wasn't so hard. Wasn't so hard to play because when I started playing the guitar, I felt that I'm really um, like they are a bit like me in a way, you know. Other bands that I got inspired by, like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple, were a little bit so strong and heavy and powerful, but the Beatles were, always like the cool, the chill, and you listen to them every time in any mood you are. You can listen to them, and you'll really be great. I mean, you'll be happy. They have rock tunes, pop tunes, and that's the interesting thing about this band. Plus, I
Mhm.
like Ringo Starr so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I read that you grew up Christian and I'm curious, like, Christian Orthodox upbringing, right? Influence your creativity. Would you say that it also like and also emotional awareness, right? In what way did it influence that?
My religion, you mean? How it influenced me in what? In
And the
in
create, yeah,
music way?
creatively, yeah, and emotional also awareness.
Uh, I don't know. It's like there's always hope for me when I think about Jesus, think about the Lord, God. I'm always there thinking positively. I want a better career, you know. I want people to love me, to give them something interesting. And this is really important when you put it like this and you think like this about the career. I mean, I want a good career. I don't want to make bad songs
Yeah.
or scary songs or something that can influence you to do bad things or, you know, there are a lot of things out there that are not good, but I just want to go be honest with people. This is me. This is what I can give, you know,
hmm
and create.
Yeah, no, I love that. So, you returned back, to music with, a soul stirring single, My Fallen Star. Tell us about the process of that and what inspired this song.
Oh yeah. Oh, the process. The process was I recorded the song at home in my small home studio, and it took me maybe a week to be complete, to
Mhm.
be done. The idea behind this song was when I was sitting with my ex-girlfriend near the beach. We were enjoying an interesting night together, eating chips, I think, and drinking some interesting things. And suddenly she saw a shooting star,
Hmm.
and she told me, "Oh, there's a shooting star up there." I told her, "Make a wish." So she made the wish. And I was like, wow, she saw something interesting. After like minutes, another shooting star came down and I saw it. I was like surprised. Two shooting stars, I mean, after each other. I never saw this before, to be honest. Maybe I saw once, but not like two and three after each other. So I closed my eyes. I made my wish. And my wish was so that me and her will go on together as a couple, and I mean to get married, and I mean I don't want it. I didn't want it to end up so easily,
I see.
but unfortunately, it didn't work. We just stayed like together 3 more years, and everything faded out. So this star that I wished upon, that was coming down, it fell and crashed. In my opinion, this is what I meant by falling star. I mean, it
Mm.
did not work perfectly, so I called it falling star.
I like that. I like that
Yeah.
title. It's a great title. How involved were you in the process of making this song? Like you did all the, I mean, as far as like in the booth in the producer, room, are you doing all the sounds? Are you like looking over the producer's shoulders? Like how did, coming up with that sound? Like what was that like, that process?
I did all the track, everything.
Mhm.
I prepared, I arranged it, wrote the lyrics and everything. Just in the end, the last part was to mix it and master it. So I sent it to someone better than me, which is like a professional, and he did this thing. Yeah, he did this thing. I like working on my songs at home, especially at night when there's nobody there. You just
Yeah.
sit, take your time, and you experiment. This is the most important thing for a musician to have his own recording studio
Yeah.
and experiment and put new sounds there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
very
love that.
important.
When did you first pick up electric guitar and what inspired you to start composing?
My first electric guitar was shortly after I got introduced to the Beatles. It
Nice.
was in 1996.
Nice.
It was yeah, it was like a Fender Stratocaster clone or copy. I still have somewhere, and I bought me and my friend bought the drums. He started playing the drums and I started playing the guitar at the same time. But someone who doesn't know much about music and self-taught will create only noise in the beginning.
Yeah.
Thanks God our neighbors were so cool with us because we used to put the drum set outside and play, and was not a comfortable experience for them. But they helped, they were there for us.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. You know, I think about when think about music and nowadays the way we consume music is so different to what it was, back then. Now everything's streaming, so it's a little bit more difficult to get your music out there or to, because it's you're competing against really big artists as well on the charts. How do as an artist, how do you like navigate that? And do you think nowadays, is it kind of difficult to get your stuff heard? And what are some things that you do that, kind of encourage you? Because I'm sure like as there's your Beyonce's, there's your Taylor Swift's of the world that has like this big machine, but also in turn with indie artistry, we have AI that can help us get our stuff out there. We have streaming, we have YouTube, we have all this, everything's online. Um, you know,
Hmm.
how do you like what encourage you to continue to push your stuff as an artist?
Uh, as an artist, I came back recently to music because I had a pause before, and my dad just passed away like 6 months ago,
I'm
and I
sorry.
was always this kind of guy. It's okay. I was always this kind of guy that used to tell it, I'm gonna make it in the musical field. I'm gonna become popular, and I'll have a good job and everything like this. But it never worked. It never worked when he was still alive with us.
Mm,
So after he passed away, I felt really like just it's the end. I just want to finish this chapter and want to start a new chapter, and I want to show Dad in the sky, in heaven, that
mm,
I did it. I will not stop until this thing is really done because it's my whole life. This is what I really want, and I always pray for this to happen,
mhm.
and I think it will happen. So this is part of the beginning of my career, which is happening now with you guys, with the song online, and just I need to find the people
Yeah,
that might be interested in music, and that's it. They will share the music, and it will go on, and this will encourage me to do more interesting things in the
yeah,
future. So
absolutely.
I not give hope. I will not. I will keep keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love that. I think in this, especially in the music world, or in the world of entertainment, it is um, a lot of work that goes into, you know, being, because you are your brand, right? As they say. And uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just you have to believe in yourself, um, with such a saturated field, right? There's so many artists every day we hear. But it's just having that faith and resilience to keep going. And I love that. I really love that. I think it's what it really takes to do this music stuff. So I commend you. I really do. It's really great work you
Thank you so
have.
much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love asking this question,
Oh, thank.
with each guest, and there's no wrong answer, but the three levels of influence: money, power, and respect. And if you can choose only one of those things, which one would you choose and why?
Well, the second one was hours.
Money, power, or respect?
Power, power or respect. What inspires me? Is this the question?
Oh no, what if you can choose only one of those things, right? Which one would you choose and why? Like, would you
I would
choose?
choose respect.
Okay, nice.
I would choose respect. I would choose respect because when a person is respectful and he has this peace inside him, he's always feeling good. He doesn't need money to feel good. This is something for free. You don't need power uh, to respect people or to be respected. So this is the simplest thing that I will go for, because if I don't have respect for myself and for the people, then I'm nothing. Money will not do anything, and power will not do anything. It's your inner peace. You have to be in harmony with your inner peace, and this is the most important thing, I think. The other things are important too, but not as much as.
Absolutely. I love that. I think I read too where it was music. I'm sorry, film uh is also a big part of your passion for film. Filmmaking has been a big part of your career. How did you balance your love for music with your passion for film?
Actually, it happened by chance. I'm a big fan of collecting old tapes. I mean, like old movies, VHS tapes and stuff like this. It's like part of my hobbies. And I watched a lot of movies in my life. Suddenly, in 2015, I had a problem with my laryngitis. There was a problem there. I couldn't sing, I couldn't speak anymore.
Mm.
And I was preparing to shoot my first movie when I was living abroad. So I could not anymore sing and speak well, so I pursued something else. I didn't stop. I got busy with other projects. And lately, after I broke up with my love of my life, I decided to come back and give it one more shot,
Wow,
the musical thing. Yeah.
that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, love that love film and that passion. I mean, I started out as well in film, and yeah, I fell in love with film through watching the Alfred Hitchcock, presents series. I'm a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock. I just felt like he was someone that was beyond his time, and I really like that
I
genre.
I love horror movies too, but the slasher ones, slasher films more
Yeah.
than the the classics.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, slashers are fun. Um, so
yeah.
you said that songs written after a breakup carry the most intensity. Why do you think that is?
Uh, after because when you break up, when I broke up with my girlfriend, which happened many times through these 3 years, I felt really, I felt so sad, broken, and I really didn't want to miss this beautiful and amazing person. So, what can I do other than just pick this guitar and express my inner feelings through
Hmm.
music? This is how I express them, because I'm, let's say, a quiet person.
Hmm.
I don't, I don't like. I mean, I love nature. I don't love a lot of noise and stuff like this. I'm this kind of. This is my character. So between me and my girlfriend, when she's not there beside me, the only way to do it is to communicate with her through my songs at that time of a breakup. And then if she comes back, or if we come back together, I always used to put these songs and let them hear the new things that I did. So it happened a couple of times. And of course, I wrote a lot of songs about us, happy ones, which were not after a break. I was inspired, I was happy. So yeah,
I love that.
but to me, writing music isn't interesting, to be honest. I
Mm,
don't like writing words, lyrics. I don't like writing lyrics because I'm a composer mostly.
nice.
But in the end, you have to put yourself, focus, and write something interesting from the when you feel
Yeah.
sad or happy.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I'm not really into it's so funny. A lot of people, they think just because I went to film school and, directed some movies and things like that. And they're like, do you like writing? I'm like, I didn't for a long time. I didn't for a long time. I had ideas and I just kind of, from cinematography background, I was so used to, I'm a cinematographer first. So used to doing the visuals and I could see the story in my head. So I was like, I know what I'm gonna shoot. I know what it's gonna look like. So I don't need to write it down. But then, I took a writer's class and it just kind of made me fall in love with, the process of it all. I don't know, just it's interesting. I'm glad I took it.
Of course. Yeah,
um,
cool that you are into this field too. Actually, I compose the music. This is my process, and then I write the lyrics. That's
I
why it's
love
difficult
that.
for me to write lyrics according to the verse and chorus and the sound that you already created. First of all, I write song, the music, compose it, and then I play something like I talk some sounds like well, put on the window, some nonsense, just lyrics that have no meaning. But the sound is there, the melody is there, and then to create the lyrics according to the sound that you've done, it's not easy. That's why it's a difficult process to do with me when it comes to write lyrics. But I always manage it. And thanks God, every time it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's cool. That's a cool process. Thank you for sharing that. Um, you know, your music video for My Fallen Star was shot in a historic seaside location. How did the visuals enhance the song emotional impact?
Uh, the visuals, the most important thing was in the shooting on that day, the drone. The drone picked amazing scenery near the beach, and it was a historical place where it was like this wall was built to prevent the enemies from entering. And it was like a long historical story background behind this.
Hmm.
So and it really fit the mood of the song. I needed some kind of isolation, and it showed you are there, the world is around you, the sea is all around you, but still you are isolated alone. And yeah, I contacted a friend, sister of my friend, and she's a dancer, a
Hmm.
cool dancer. She came, she did some choreography to this music video, and yeah, she's a very interesting person. You meet her, and then you're so relaxed. She doesn't make you tense. She has a big heart, very interesting character. She has this. Her name is Esperla.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a
she's
beautiful
very
name.
interesting. Yeah, I like working with her. We did two music videos actually, one Arabic and one in English.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Um, you know, if you could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, who'd it be and why?
And why? As I told you, I love the Beatles, so it's my dream to collaborate with
Beatles.
dream to collaborate with Sir Paul McCartney and Sir Ringo Starr. I love them. I love the sound of his drums, his fill-ins, his offbeats, everything. Yeah, I would love to do something, play guitar with them and sing.
Yeah.
And as bands, mm, I think like Purple is interesting, very interesting band
No, for sure.
to
Yeah.
collaborate with.
Absolutely. Your mouth to God's ears. How do you ensure your music and films remain authentic, while still being artistic? and also visually captivating. Because, I think that's a really hard thing to like, make sure I think there's some artists that can do it, and you did that really well, where you not only it's really well done, well shot, but it's also uh it makes you feel something, because I think a lot of times I
Yeah,
see a lot
true.
of music videos, you can watch them and it's just, I see it, it's cool, but I forget about it. With this, it's more like you feel, but it resonates, it stays, it lingers with you, which I think not many people can do.
Oh, most of the people nowadays shooting clips to show beauty and to show that, like, yeah, there was a lot of money in the clip, and to show these things that are really not so important. Everything is beauty shots now, like you're watching a wedding shoot, and they put them in a song, and it becomes a music video. No, in this song, I really want to show sadness, isolation.
Yeah.
I wanted people to understand on every verse what's going on there, and it shows. The clip shows that me and this girl are really, yeah, breaking up, coming back again, breaking up, coming back again. But in the end, I said to myself, I mean, in real life, I said to myself, that's it. I will wish you a beautiful life. I'm tired. I'm really tired from this way of living.
Yeah.
So I put her on her head, and that's the end of the clip. And really, that was it. We broke up, and till now, that's it. It's over. We still say hello from time to time
Yeah.
because we're not enemies.
Hmm.
But this energy, negative energy that was before, I do not want to come back to it anymore. That's
Yeah.
it.
I love that. I love that and
Yeah.
that you set that healthy boundary, right? That's a lot of times that I think in relationships, we can give and give and give, and it just, it doesn't feel, maybe sometimes reciprocal, or doesn't feel, um I don't know, just doesn't feel connected. What do you think is the biggest thing, when it comes to relationships, that makes a relationship work, or maybe something that we kind of don't realize we're doing in a relationship?
Uh, I think to make a relationship work, there has to be respect, mutual respect between both people,
Yeah.
mutual understanding, and um, you have to really. Uh, I mean, you should not be with someone and say, "Oh, there might be someone better. There is someone
Mm-hmm.
better out there." You know, I will just be with him or with her, and we will see where will. No, it's not enough. It's not enough at all. When you are committed to a person, that's have to give all that you can and create all this world that make you two feel happy and beautiful together, and not just think about outer things that can destroy you. So this is very important in a relationship, mutual respect, and you should always put it on yourself. Is this good for the relationship? Should I do this? If I
Yeah.
cheat on her, then and pray to God, asking Him, please keep us together. We don't. I mean, I want to be with her forever, and at
Hmm.
the same time, I'm doing something bad.
Hmm.
Then what is this?
Right.
It's not. It's not logical. It will
Right.
not work like this. You have to be committed. It means commit, or else this wheel will come back to you, and karma is gonna get back to you.
Yeah.
This is what I learned.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Um, I love that. I 100% agree. And I don't think I don't think the time that we live in now. I mean, again, I think to experience love is just a beautiful thing, but um, I myself am afraid of
Yeah.
it because of past situations. But I appreciate that. It's a great way to look at it. Um, Looking
Yeah.
ahead, what kind of legacy do you hope your art leaves for audience?
Looking forward ahead, I don't know if I'll be here a long time. Nobody knows. You might
Mhm.
just sleep and not wake up in the morning. But if I made it, really, I just want people to remember me as a good person, as a respectful artist that gives beautiful songs. And I'm always there for my fans because I waited all my life for them to appear, to go in these big auditoriums, to make beautiful concerts for them and enjoy mutual time together. So I'm 43 years old now,
You
but
look
it's never too
amazing. You
late.
look amazing.
Thank you. I mean, it's not too late. And I started feeling lately that I'm gonna make it big. I don't know. It's just a feeling that I'm getting.
I
I'm
love that.
feeling so much. So I believe that anytime soon something's gonna happen in my life. This is what I feel.
And I love the expectation. I feel like that's what we should do, right? When we're believing in ourselves. And, I feel like we should, also, strive, but also be an expectation of something better
Yeah.
for us. And I 100% agree. Uh, what advice would you give to, upcoming artists out there that want, or someone that wants to get into the music world or produce or, anything in entertainment? What advice would you give?
Um, just you should work on your craft. You should take your time. Don't just imitate friends or someone online. Just I want to be like her or I want to be like him. No, you should be yourself. You should do something from the heart, honest, and then this is the only way that you'll find success. Because if you imitate others, then it's not you. You're just faking it. You have to do something from the heart. Take your time. Nobody is gonna climb the stairs in 2 days. It's gonna take time. I've been trying for 20 years and more, and still I'm little bit higher.
Yeah.
But I never lose hope. Never lose hope. Take time, practice on your vocals more and more. Because, for example, now I listen to a song that I sang um, 10 years ago. I was like, what? What kind of voice is this? It's not
Hmm.
cool. Now I matured more in a different way. So there's always better and better
I love
in
that.
life.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for that advice. Um, where can people find you on social media to follow everything you have going on and check out your music video and music?
On social media, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, of course, on YouTube, on TikTok. I'm everywhere in general.
Awesome.
I'm on all these sites, but I'm not active, so active. I mean, on social media. Only
Okay.
recently I opened accounts, not Facebook, but the other ones. I mean, my
Okay.
musical pages and stuff like this. So I'm still new, trying to find new people to follow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone go follow, support, and again, congratulations on this beautiful single.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you liked it, and I'm so glad to be on your in this beautiful interview with you on your show. By the way, do you know how to spell my name?
Elie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, do you know how does it sound like? It's Ellie.
Ellie.
It's Ellie. Ellie
Ellie.
or
Ellie.
Ellie. Yeah, if you want.
I
And my
love it.
family name is Al Hajj. Al
Oh,
Hajj. It's a little
beautiful.
bit difficult for you to spell,
I love it.
but it's
It's so
cool.
beautiful. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that. It's a beautiful
we
name.
have yeah, thanks. We have two names. Ali is a Christian name, like Elias, and there's Ali, which is Muslim name, is Ali Baba.
Ah,
So they are a
okay.
little bit. They're a little bit different, but they sound a little bit similar. So it's Elie Al Hajj,
Wow.
also known as Eli, something like
Wow.
this.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for sharing your journey, your story, and your art with us and blessing us on our episode today. And thank you all for listening.
I'm so glad. I'm
Absolutely.
so glad. And I wish you a great day.
You too.
And I hope another time we make this another interview, I'll be a star.
Absolutely. I agree, and it will happen. I have no doubts about that. And thank you all for
Hope
listening.
so.
And yes, always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.